We welcome all of you to the Home Depot SEC on CBS. This afternoon, an SEC West encounter. The Arkansas Razorbacks against the Aggies of Texas A&M. This morning, the traditional step-off, the Corps of Cadets, marching through the streets of downtown Fort Worth. And just outside the stadium, a couple of hours ago, it's yell practice. Daytime instead of midnight. And you bet, there are more than a few folks here to call the Hogs. And again, we welcome you to AT&T Stadium in North Texas. It's the Southwest Classic featuring Arkansas and Texas A&M. The Razorbacks 1 defeat, and the Aggies come in 4-0. Hi once again, everybody. I'm Vern Lundquist along with Gary Danielson. A pleasure for us to visit the AT&T Stadium. And Gary, we couldn't have two teams that contrast more in their approach to offense. You've got Arkansas running the ball well, and the Aggies throwing it equally well.
I love this matchup. This is really going to be fun. I mean, because what makes sense is probably both teams won't be able to stop what the other team does well. So I suspect it's going to be the left hand for each that's going to determine the game. How well Arkansas can throw the ball and how well Texas A&M can run the ball. But I'll tell you this, the defensive backs for both sides, A&M, they better buckle those chin straps. And for Arkansas, they better tie those shoes tight because they're going to do a lot of running.
Well, if you're the Aggies, you lose Johnny Manziel, and you think, oh, woe is me.
Right.
And then here comes Kenny Hill.
Yeah, this system produces quarterbacks, but let's not underrate Kenny Hill. I mean, he's a guy that extremely talented, fought off tough competition to get it, and then the pressure of doing it game in and game out is there for A&M, because if he doesn't play well and deliver the ball, there's really not much of an offense for A&M. He looks like he's the next in a long, long line of quarterbacks that Sumlin and Kingsbury and these guys have produced.
Well, I grew up in Texas, and I grew up watching Arkansas and A&M play a lot. For me, this is a game like 1965 when you talk about Arkansas's approach.
Yeah, Royals against Darrell Royal, right?
Right, exactly.
Well, it's the big guys running the ball, but they got two big guys that can run the ball for this team. Thunder and Thunder, Collins and Williams. A lot of times we won't even know which guy's which in the game. I know one guy's got more hair. I do know that coming out of the back of his helmet. Two dynamic runners, but, you know, Vern, to win a game and to beat the number 6 team in the country, your quarterback and Brandon Allen's going to have to make some plays. He won't get as many opportunities. We've seen his first game a couple years ago. Now we've seen him grow where he's the guy running this powerful offense. Should be really fun.
Arkansas, Texas A&M. It's a battle in the SEC West. Arkansas and A&M. Arkansas left the old SWC in '92, A&M 2 years ago. Aggies have won the last 2 matchups, but the last 3 times they played in this building, Arkansas won it. Now let's go to Allie LaForce, who's standing by with Brett Bielema.
Coach, this is a matchup of entirely contrasting styles of play. How do you impose your will on Texas A&M?
Well, we take it one play at a time, one man at a time, really. And I think the thing our guys love more than anything is this kind of environment. They've built a lot over the last year and a half, and to get to today, it's been a reward.
So much talk about Texas A&M's quarterback, Kenny Hill, but your quarterback, Brandon Allen, is having a much improved season. What do you need to see from him today? Well,
BA just continues to do the things that we ask him to. Control the game, be great with the players around him. He doesn't have to take it over. I don't need Superman. Just do what he's been doing, and he'll be just fine.
Thanks, Coach. Good luck.
And your reaction?
You know, Vern, I think it used to be game manager was enough, but I think they're going to lead a little bit more out of Allen. It's not just enough to take care of the game. He's going to have to make some special plays, I believe.
And Allie LaForce showing that athletic speed. She's standing by now with Kevin Sumlin.
Coach, your offense has not missed a beat with Kenny Hill as your starting quarterback. What do you need to see from him today?
Well, first of all, we'd like to move the ball. We want to protect it. just keep playing the way they have been. He's been playing well. The other 10 guys on the field got to make it quarterback friendly, and so far this year we've been able to do that.
You're facing the top rushing team in the SEC. How do you game plan against a team that's so big up front?
Well, I don't know that we can stop them. We're going to have to contain their run game and eliminate big plays. As soon as they get everybody up there, the play action game is dangerous. So we can contain their run game and eliminate big plays, and score when we have the ball, because we're going to be limited on possessions. We'll be all right.
Thanks, Coach. Good luck.
All right, thank you.
Both guys basically said the same thing, right, Vern? The other guy's got to help the quarterback.
Exactly. Aggies won the toss. They have opted to receive to open the game. And Arkansas has Adam McFain on for the kickoff chores, wearing number 48. According to our stats, this is his first kickoff of the year. Trey Williams deep for the Aggies. Returnable from the goal line. Good block on the right side. Hauled out of bounds by the kicker. Adam McFain saved a bunch.
I think Jeremy Sprinkle, number 83, had a first shot, but he's a big man and was just dodged out of the way. And I thought right away we might want to have one of these where first possession is no play touchdown. Now that's an up-tempo offense.
Yes. Well, last week in the win over Northern Illinois, Corliss Williams of Arkansas opened the game with a 97-yard kickoff. Here's the handoff. Right side, it's Brandon Williams, number 1, who's popped as he nears the sideline.
Garrett Gramling gives Arkansas a taste of their own medicine. The guard pulls around and chops down the cornerback. I mean, that's basically a play that Arkansas will run throughout the day.
Stop was made by number 28, Rohan Gaines. It's a gain of 6. Quick flip. That's kind of what you expect to see from them. We'll chart.
Yeah, I think it was an illegal formation or something, though. Something wasn't right about A&M's play or alignment.
Well, we'll check the flag in a moment. In the meanwhile, Kenny Hill opened the year, as I think most of you know, on the road at Williams-Brice Stadium, throwing for a school record 511 yards.
Personal foul, hands to the face, number 15 defense. It'll be a 15-yard penalty. First down.
That's against Andre Tolliver, number 15.
Yeah, the corner to the bottom of the field. Excuse me, Vern. At the beginning of the play, it looked like they had their tackle too far off the line of scrimmage, and it was called, but the linesman just called to the face. That doesn't usually happen to the outside of the formation.
4-man rush, a screen pass right side. That's called by Josh Reynolds, number 11. And now the Chick-fil-A offense for the Aggies. Well, boy, he might be the first pick among offensive line next year in the draft. Grambling, Matthews, Cheek, and Ifedi, also a very talented offensive tackle. They get Cameron Clear, the tight end, back today from an injury.
And he's in there right now.
Yep. Tight to the right. He blocks on this play. Brandon Williams. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
That A&M offensive line was tired of hearing about how good Arkansas's offensive line is, because Garrett Gramling, again, number 78, comes around, pulls, and just lays it out. I mean, this offensive line you talk about a strength for a team. I don't know what it is, but it could be the O-line for A&M.
Josh Lambo, one-time professional goalkeeper for the FC Dallas soccer team. Williams, 13 yards. Quick striking Aggies lead by 7. Four plays is all it took Texas A&M after a 51-yard kickoff return. 4 plays and a penalty. And Taylor Bertolette is getting ready to kick off. Brandon Williams second rushing touchdown, and this is an excellent return team. You see Keon Hatcher and Corliss Marshall back, and it was Marshall. Take a look. This was last week, opening kickoff against Northern Illinois. The Razorbacks defeated an NIU team that had won 17 in a row on the road, and they thrashed them. A chance. Marshall. Good defensive work. Justin Bass, number 43, is the man up top. The Chick-fil-A starting lineups for the Razorbacks. Here's Brandon Allen. Gary, he has improved from a year ago.
Well, he was injured last year. He played with a shoulder that he had to be, almost shot up weekly to just get by the pain. So you almost have to throw out 2 full years. He played a little bit before he was ready when Tyler Wilson got hurt, and last year when he was injured.
Jonathan Williams opens as the running back. 2 wides to the right side. Not much. Miles Garrett, number 15, getting his first start today. Up front, this is a massive, massive offensive line. Skipper, Denver Kirkland might be the best of the bunch. At skipper at left tackle is 6'10". Henry is a wonderfully gifted tight end, number 84. Gain of 1, second down and 9. Jeremy Sprinkle is in a tight end now. Number 83, 1 of 3. Allen to throw. Down the right side, man coverage. Beautiful. Beautiful. Keenan Edward, number 6.
So, Vern, what did we talk about in the open? Would it be matchup of this game? Would it be the running game for A&M, and the running game starts out strong, versus the left-handed passing game for Arkansas? 2 big statements early for both teams being able to do it.
That's Kendrick Edwards, a true freshman, and it's the reason why when we talk to the coaches, we say, is there anybody else that you have not listed on your depth chart who can play?
It was an open phone line. I don't blame them, basically, right?
I do, because I'm the one who doesn't know who they are. Edrick, first catch, run up the middle. Alex Collins said you can tell these 2 young men easily. Collins is the one with the dreadlocks.
This offensive line, as Vern told you, huge, running at the middle of that defensive line for Texas A&M. And A&M has made a little bit of a tweak to their defensive alignment. Alonzo Williams is playing nose tackle. He used to play wider. He's playing right over the nose, trying to give a little penetrating look to this Arkansas offense.
That's number 83. Now they look like they might double team. They don't. But look at Collins. Spin move. First down plus.
There is no way against the size of this offensive line, as you look at it for Arkansas, that front 7 alone for A&M is going to stand up. When I said buckle your chin straps for the secondary to stop this running game, as you look at the size, the biggest in all of football, pro or college, if that secondary for A&M doesn't come up and help in the run game, they can't stop it. They need a Troy Polamalu.
Absolutely. First down and 10. Fake the toss. Yep, there it is. Wide open and Sprinkle, the tight end, number 83. Looking at that massive line, I'm reminded that the Arkansas Razorbacks finished undefeated in 1964. The average size of the offensive line was 220 pounds.
Right. Well, these guys can sometimes just engulf you. I mean, they'll just swallow that front right there. It just takes a lot of patience to keep calling it. Arkansas hustles to the line of scrimmage, and this is the way they change plays. They declare for A&M and then change into a different running play.
Toss, left side, Jonathan Williams.
Good defense by A&M.
Oh, was it ever. First one up there was Devontae Harris, regular starter. He's missed the last 2 games with an injury. He is back today. Obioha There's Williams, who's playing nose today. Miles Garrett, graduate of Arlington Martin High School, a 5-star recruit, 5.5 sacks. He gets his first start today.
Well, he's played a lot of football for them, but he hasn't started. Number 15, he's going to line up opposite Bray Cook, a senior 4-year player for Arkansas.
Alex Collins is in the wing to the left side. Allen has time. Beautiful. Nice catch by Hunter Henry.
I don't know if Arkansas at this time has an elite wide receiver, but they sure do have an elite tight end. Freshman All-American last year. And when he gets in space, he is really, really tough to cover. Very athletic as well.
Young man out of Little Rock, Brandon Allen, whose hometown is Fayetteville.
One of the things I talked to Brett for on the field, he says he decides on 3rd down whether he's going to go for it on 4th down. So he's already made the call to his offensive coordinator.
He won't need to. Jonathan Williams, touchdown, Razorbacks. Pretty good start, huh? For both teams.
It was almost into the secondary before anybody even touched him on this play. And Armani Watts, another true freshman, goes, where's the spread passing offense I've been facing? Because remember when I said buckle your chin straps, you have to help on the run game? Armani Watts at time, number 23, another true freshman, gets his first taste of what it's like to take an elite running back on one-on-one. One missed tackle, 2 missed tackles. Mastro Giovanni missed it, and then Watts missed it.
You know, I know you've been working on that name all week long.
Hey, he missed 1 tackle, I missed 1 name. We're even.
It's Mastro Giovanni. Adam McFain will kick off for the 2nd time. Why would you pick it up?
Yeah, I didn't know if it was going to roll out or not.
Take the chance.
Yeah, it took a little, decided a little too conservatively on that one, cost it. So here we go.
Again.
Yep.
Kenny Hill. Mike Matthews of the fabled Matthews family is over the ball. He's missed the last couple. Oh, dear. Darius Philon, number 91, was there when Trey Williams got to the gap.
Well, Philon just beats into the gap before they can even block down on him on that play and gets a negative play. Penetration against the run game. Both sides are trying to do the same thing.
Number 79, Joseph Cheek, missed it. Here's a busted play. Hill from behind. It'll be 3rd and 14. That was Trey Flowers, number 86.
Let's see what offensive coordinator Spavital is going to dial up here in 3rd and long. Wrong way. Either the quarterback went the wrong way or Trey Williams went the wrong way. But all I'm saying is, early in games, A&M loves to get their quarterbacks a lot of easy throws. For example, 2 completions so far, both have been behind the line of scrimmage. Let's see if they gamble on 3rd and long here and throw the ball downfield.
5 wides, 3 to the right, 2 to the left. Crossing route, they go deep instead, and it's overthrown. Intended for Malcolm Kennedy, the most experienced of the Aggie wide receivers.
Yeah, Tevin Mitchell did a great job that time, cutting off to the spot and playing good defense. 3rd and long, aggressive, rerouting the receivers. Pretty good pass protection. Oh, driven right back into his face. I don't know who it was, but coming from the left side, right back into Hill's face. He had to throw the ball early.
Here's the punt. Drew Kaiser. Only one has been returned this year. This one goes left and is out of bounds. See where they mark it. First down 10. Draw play. Alex Collins. Take another look at that run.
Second level, block down, get into the secondary, a little bit of a shake, and force those defensive backs who've been all spring covering the spread, facing teams that throw the ball. Perimeter football, all of a sudden, it's old-time football.
Well, and you thought, Gary, coming in, that might be the biggest test for these young defenders.
The guys that aren't used to coming up and filling the run, it's just as hard for Arkansas to face the spread as it is for A&M to face the run.
Second down after that 8-yard run. They'll give it back to Collins. And he's going to move the chain.
I know you never really are going to turn down a long rush. I mean, if you got an opportunity to run 70 yards, a run. But I think the offensive coordinator, Jim Chaney, and Arkansas, Brett Bielema, would love if they do it at 3 yards, 4 yards, 4 yards, 3 yards. Control the clock and just move the chain slowly.
And we are at the end of the first. Notched 7-7. These are teams that are averaging 55 and 49 points, respectively. We'll be back after this message and a word from your local station. And we welcome you back inside AT&T Stadium, Arlington, Texas. SEC West encounter between the Razorbacks and the Aggies. Vern Lundquist, Gary Danielson, and Allie LaForce. 7-7 as we start quarter number 2. Brandon Allen at quarterback. With that huge offensive line in front of him.
2 tight ends in the game. Wide receivers close.
Think
anybody can block anybody, basically.
And they'll come up the middle on the first down play. Well, Gary, 7-7 ball game. Both teams scoring on their opening possession. Any advantage that you see thus far?
Slightly Arkansas. I'll tell you why. Kenny Hill's thrown 7 balls. He's completed 3, all behind the line of scrimmage.
Right.
He's 0 for 4 when he throws the ball downfield. That area has to obviously prove. If Arkansas continue to keep that under 50% downfield, I think they get a really good chance to upset A&M. I mean, they must do what they do. A&M has to throw the ball.
And Aggie fans are still bemoaning the fact that there was a missed opportunity for a touchdown when Hill threw high and behind Malcolm Kennedy, wide open. 2nd and 1. Left side.
Stopped him.
Jonathan Williams. It'll be 3rd down. Alex Collins. Alex Collins has an angle, and he's got the speed, and that is an Arkansas touchdown run of 50 yards. And a flag.
After the touchdown, personal foul number 74, offense. That penalty will be assessed on the kickoff.
Didn't say what it was, but it was Bray Cook.
76 blocks down, and then Hunter behind him walls off, and into the secondary they go. I could pick out a lot of other guys. A slam, and Hunter turns, and watch, 1 step cut, bam. And away he goes. Armani Watts goes. I've never seen anything like that in high school.
Couple of notes. That 50-yard run is the longest allowed by the Aggies this year. And this deficit is the first they have faced this season. Remember the penalty. Here is Speedy Noyle. Out the last couple.
He was speedy too, wasn't he?
Oh boy.
a constant theme. You got to be what you are, okay? And A&M can't match this running game. You have to force Arkansas into playing space now. And that means look for Malcolm Kennedy. Look for your receivers. You got matchups. Throw the ball quickly on timing.
This is Trey Williams, number 3. And he gets a little bit. Rohan Gaines, number 28. First 4 possessions, you see a touchdown, and then 3, 4, and 3 out.
Right, and yet to complete a pass beyond the line of scrimmage.
Josh Reynolds is split wide right. Handed off into the secondary. That's a first down for the Aggies. The run from Trey Williams, number 3.
When I was starting my scouting on A&M, the first question I asked myself is, what's the strength of A&M's offense? Is it their line, their running backs, their receivers, and then Kenny Hill's being talked about as a Heisman? That's a lot of strengths.
Ball at the Razorback 49, 3rd and 5. Good coverage again, forces Hill to go right. Breaks a tackle. He had a 58-yard gain on the run. A quarterback who ran pretty effectively for the Aggies is in the house, as they say, Johnny Manziel.
They're going to go fast now with this first down. You're going to see the tempo. As finally, as Vern told you, that's a little bit of how Manziel produced those first downs.
First down and 10. Big hole. Trey Carson.
And they'll tempo again. They will tempo and go it fast. Love the contrasting styles. This time the offensive line, a nice block by Joseph Cheek, number 79. Pushed his man right by and into the secondary.
The Verizon Red Zone stats for Aggies: 21 5 trips, 21 successes. Here's Hill. Little cut play. Down inside Josh Reynolds, number 11. And that's an effective play. Gain of 13.
Watch now for the big receivers down here. Cameron Clear, the tight end, 85, is 6'6". Ricky Seals-Jones, 6'5". Josh Reynolds, number 11, 6'4". Let's see if they throw one up to one of those guys.
3 wides to the left, 1 to the right. 2nd and goal. Hill. Deep caught. Edward Pope, number 18. First catch of the year, touchdown Aggies.
And the best throw of the day for Kenny Hill. You talk about ripping a throw in there and a fingertip catch. And the hip comes down, and he's got it.
Really wonderfully well executed. And Pope makes the difficult grab. Extra point for the tie. Josh Lambo.
The scouting report on Edward Pope is he's got the best hands on the team. Would you agree with that on this one? He's right down here, gets actually by 2 defenders for Arkansas, and then snatches the ball with the best hands on the team. What a great throw, great play design by A&M, and the big penalty by Arkansas. The offsides on 3rd and long kept it alive.
(14-14) as the Aggies come back and tie it up on that beautiful catch by Edward Pope. 14 all, 10:06 remaining in the first half of play. See a few empty seats here at AT&T Stadium, but for the most part a full house, especially with the core in one of the quarters. Taylor Bertolette, almost 50%, 135 of 237, slightly less than 40% of his kickoffs have gone for touchbacks. Here's Bertolette. This one will be bobbled. And will go down in the books. Now the Razorbacks tie game. 2:27 to go. Left. Hatcher, number 4. With the catch. DeShazer Everett, number 29, was in the neighborhood. That's a gain of 12.
The one time in the football game, in that game against Auburn, the one play that really hurt him was when Brandon Allen threw his only interception of the year. They were trailing 21-28. He threw a pick 6 to make it 35-21. It was really ball game. He has to be very careful right here.
That one thrown away. Little pressure from Myles Garrett. Well, let's go back to that Aflac trivia question. And we were talking about the 1964 national champions. The only All-American player on that 64 team, Ronnie Cabness. Lloyd Phillips, who was a defensive tackle, won the Outland Trophy 2 years later as the best lineman in America. Second down and 10. That one thrown out of bounds.
I gotta say, I'm shocked with this play calling. Shocked.
Are you?
Well, right now, if they don't get the first down, someone's going to take another timeout and get the ball back. I thought they'd grind it out and get to the half, take what they got on the ground, and live for a second half.
3rd and 10. Cody Hollister is wide to the right. Cornelius in the slot. 2 wides to the left side. Allen pumps, lets it go.
Oh, what a play.
Caught. Jared Cornelius. Gain of 15 on 3rd and 10.
Great protection, and I'll tell you one thing. A&M and Mark Snyder did not believe those big guys could pass block and hold up. He thought if he got him into the pocket, he could make plays against this offense on 3rd and long. Didn't happen.
First down 10. Allen tipped incomplete. Intended for Cornelius.
Brandon Allen delivered his second good ball of the day. Again, 3-man rush. Good job. No pressure. Steps into it and delivers an absolute strike on the play and beats Burns on that. I don't think you could cover them much more than Devontae Burns did on that one.
Not at all. Second down 10. 87 seconds to go. Arkansas has 2 timeouts left. A&M all 3. Four-man rush for the Aggies. Allen steps up. Incomplete. Kendrick Edwards, who to our total surprise opened the game.
Yes.
Wearing number 6. As we had asked, is there anybody else? I'll get over it. Who might play?
It's usually, you would think, draws and screens here.
Okay.
But remember, Jim Chaney told us on the phone, if he was telling the truth, he does not think they're a good screen team because his offensive linemen do not do well in space.
Jim Chaney, the offensive coordinator at Arkansas. 3rd and 10.
All-out blitz.
Knocked down. That's Jordan Mastro Giovanni.
Mastro Giovanni almost picked that ball off. Mastro Giovanni catches the center's block and then backs up into the lane. You can see what the quarterback thinks. He thinks everyone's coming, and then he backs up and taps the play down with his left hand. Nice design by Mark Snyder on that play.
So the Aggies are going to get the ball back after the punt. Assumed punt. There's Mastro Giovanni.
That's a surprising series for me for Arkansas. I thought they would bang the ball. Really did.
And they got a lot of room to the left.
Kevin Sumlin predicted it.
He did.
And this is an audible call. If you get the look, you go with it. And he obviously got the look. I don't even think Brett Bielema believed it would go for 6. But that is a gutsy call.
51 yards by the ambidextrous Australian. The punter from Bendigo, Australia. Take a look.
4 A&M players are lined up outside the center. Only 2 blockers, but the 2 blockers are positioned well. You seal the edge, and then you bring the big guys from behind around. It was like a sweep. And I don't think even Arkansas envisioned it working this well.
The difference in the ball game, a 51-yard run for a touchdown on a fake punt. Let's go down to Allie LaForce, who was with Brett.
Coach, the fake punt worked perfectly. What made you go for it?
I knew they'd kind of crowd in there trying to get a return game going. I thought we could get around the edge. Sam's a really good athlete, a lot of fun, but we came here to play a 4-quarter game, so fun is still ahead.
You held the nation's highest scoring offense to just 14 points at the half. What's working defensively?
Well, I think we're doing what we do. Our guys understand the concepts. They understand the pace of play that we're supposed to line up and get our guys in position. But biggest thing is we're being aggressive. We're not really playing our football and we're getting penalized. We clean that up and we can take this one running.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank you.
He's got a team built in his image. Run the ball on offense and keep it in front of you on defense. So far, so good.
That's the end of the first half with our score 21-14 Arkansas. Now let's go to Adam Zucker in our New York studio. And we welcome you back live inside AT&T Stadium in Arlington. 21-14.
Coach, the missed field goal and then Arkansas's fake punt, that was 2 tough ways to go into halftime. What did you tell your team about limiting those mental mistakes?
Well, you know, we're just a little bit off offensively. Got to get some stops on defense. We're in this thing. I mean, we're all that, and we're down 1 touchdown. We just got to make some plays. We'll be all right.
Thanks, Coach. Good luck in the second half.
All right, thanks.
Allie, thank you. Taylor Bertolette will kick off. And Corliss Marshall, Keon Hatcher are the deep men. Bertolette. Marshall. He'll take a knee. Well, Gary, Kevin Sumlin made a very good point. They're very much in this thing.
They are, but, you know, 3 critical mistakes at the end of that half.
Right.
The short yardage play, the drop pass, they could have done it, then the missed field goal, and then the special teams blunder. Remember we talked earlier about the left hand, who would win it?
Right.
Brandon Allen, and I don't see how A&M can win. Brandon Allen has thrown for more yards than Kenny Hill has, 97-96. I mean, that's a stat that A&M just can't live with. They're a passing spread team.
But ineffective so far today. First down 10 at the 25. Here's the toss. Alex Collins, who's got the longest run. Not the first time they've gotten nothing out of a drive. Second down and 5. Collins looks for the opening, finds it, surges, first down. Well, we were talking at the very beginning of the day about the contrast in styles. I mean, totally ends of the spectrum. And so far, the power game is beating the passing game.
And the passing game is beating themselves.
Yeah.
A&M has opportunities. They're not connecting on the opportunities.
Arkansas has now rushed for 204 yards in the ballgame. Checked in here weighing 370 pounds. Lost a couple. Play action. Allen got him open.
Great adjustment by Keon Hatcher that time. It was supposed to be a hook over the middle. It wasn't there, so he slid to the inside. Exactly what you're supposed to do. Not there. Watch, he's there. Just keep sliding into the open space. Brandon Allen, remember, he was brought in to run a high-flowered Petrino passing offense. And he's now moving into understanding how difficult it is to only throw the ball 20, 24 times a game rather than 50 times a game.
Nick Harvey has replaced Everett DeShazer at the cornerback spot.
I think the extra tackles in the game, too.
First down. Jonathan Williams, number 32. Well, it's not Darren McFadden and Felix Jones yet, but these two young men are pretty good, aren't they?
Well, they are. I mean, Alex Collins and Jonathan Williams, I mean, it'd be pretty hard to top those two guys. I broke in the league with you in 2006 and 7 when they were putting those stats up. But in their own way, they are rolling up the yards.
Nice fake. An outlet pass to A.J. Derby. Well, 2006, that was Gary, and that was our first year working together. Boy, were they a pair. Here's McFadden.
Remember, that was the first year we saw the Wildcats.
That's right. And here's Felix Jones.
Drafted right here by Jerry Jones, by the way, with the Cowboys.
An Arkansas grad. And by the way, the Cowboys are at home tomorrow night against the New Orleans Saints in this building. Second down and 4. Corliss Marshall now, the change of pace back. He's the speediest of them all. He gets the handoff. Nice.
The last
nice
move
tackle,
was wrong.
too.
Yep.
Yeah. Devontae Harris made the stop.
Bounces it out. Now get up and make the first down. The last move to the outside is what hurt him, and now it creates 3rd and a yard and a half. And remember, this is when the head coaches have to decide whether they're going to go for it on 4th down. Right now on 3rd down, Brett Bielema was talking to Jim Chaney, his offensive coordinator, says, I'm going to give you 2 pops at it.
Alex Collins, the running back. Play fake. Allen looks deep, wide open. A.J. Derby, touchdown.
They only needed 1 pop.
A year ago, A.J. Derby was the backup quarterback. He was a transfer. He spent a couple of years at Iowa. He was a non-scholarship transfer. He's gone from backup quarterback to a 2 tight end operation. He's been put on scholarship, by the way. Brandon Allen. A.J. Derby, whose hometown is Iowa City.
Let's go back to the theme. Brett Bielema told Chaney, Vern, that I'm going in on 4th down. So do what you want on 3rd down, because I'm going to let you go for it on 4th down. A.J. Derby's dad, by the way, was a linebacker at Iowa and played behind Brett Bielema as he plays nose tackle. Well, he hides the ball here, and he pays back his old buddy John Derby with a touchdown for A.J.
He beat Devontae Harris. Whoa, did he beat him. A.J. Derby. Brandon Allen. Arkansas by 14. 28-14, 5:02 to go, 3rd quarter. That was the 3rd touchdown this afternoon on 3rd down for the Razorbacks. The other was on 4th down. That, of course, the fake punt. Adam McFain will kick off. It's Trey Williams awaiting it, along with Speedy Noyle. So you've got number 3 and number 2 back here. And this will be number 3 at the 1. Up the middle. Williams. Oh, they're claiming the ball came out. There's no indication by the official. And if he doesn't indicate it, it didn't happen.
Right. Tom Ritter signaling that Arkansas has an opportunity to substitute because Trey Carson has came into the game. He holds both arms out to the side. Arkansas elects not to.
Hill. Caught by Josh Reynolds. And that's an A&M first down. Marshall Spate had 7 tackles at the half. And here they go with the hurry up.
Yeah, you can almost feel it. The game is shifting to the wide receivers for A&M. Yards after catch, throw it to them early, try to get them to run in space.
Toss left side. Trey Carson, no. Dietrich Wise, number 48, with that tackle. Second down and 14 after the loss. Here's the reverse. Malcolm Kennedy chased. Not much room. Knocked out of bounds by Martrell Spate. That's at least 9 tackles for Spate now.
I think Dietrich Wise, number 48, did a good job of forcing it wide. 78, Bijan Jackson forced it wide. And then, as Vern told you, Spate cleans it up.
And a third and 17 coming up. Spate has 11 tackles. Fake down the middle, incomplete. Intended for Kennedy. Aggies wanted a flag. There is none thrown.
I'll tell you, Alan Turner, that time number 27 for Arkansas, the safety, pattern read this. He jumped at it, read the quarterback's eyes or something, but he actually beat the receiver to the spot. Watch down here. Something's going to pop in, I believe, right at the end of this pass. Yes, actually beats Malcolm Kennedy to the spot.
Andrew Kaiser's punt. DJ Dean waves everybody away from it. It goes out of bounds at the 19. 38-yard punt, nothing on the return. Arkansas leads by 14. First down 10. Play clock at 1. They do get it snapped. Collins. That was Alonzo Williams. Well, let's check in once again with Allie LaForce. Allie?
Hey guys, just a quick injury update on Shazer Everett. He's back on the field right now, but he's still in a lot of pain. Just moments ago, he was sitting on the bench going through shoulder exercises as the trainer was working him through some drills, and the face he was making every time the trainer touched his shoulder gave me the indication that he was still in a lot of pain. They gave him some medicine, though, and he's going to try to shake it off and play this next series.
All right, Allie, thank you. It's 28-14. We near the end of quarter number 3.
What will Mark Snyder do? Will he blitz? Doesn't look like it.
Not on this play. They do stunt in the middle. Allen. Oh, dear. Hunter Henry.
It's the one guy, Mark Snyder, in our phone call. I said, what do you think of their receivers? He said, they're good. They're good SEC receivers. He said, any of them elite? The tight end, number 84. We're going to have a tough matchup with him. He's big, he's strong, he maneuvers, and he's tough to guard one-on-one. What a nice target for a quarterback to throw the ball to.
And that was a gain of 17, and it brings to a close quarter number 3. It was 21-14 at the half. The difference then was a 51-yard punt return on a fake. Arkansas gets the only points of quarter number 3. We'll return after this message. We welcome you back. Arkansas leading 28-14. That deficit has not diminished the Aggie spirit. Well, what's at stake here for Arkansas? They've lost 10 against top 25 opponents. They've not won in the SEC since 2012. They had only 3 wins in all of last season. They're looking for their 4th, and they lead 28-14 as we begin the final quarter. Jonathan Williams spins, still up, down at the 1.
He's coming back, I think.
Flag at the 45. Could negate a 57-yard run.
Remember, already 1 touchdown for Arkansas has been negated on the short yardage play. What was the call this time? A beautifully designed
Personal
play.
foul, tripping, number 76, offense. 15-yard penalty, replay 1st down.
Dan Skipper.
Yeah, it's hard not to be seen when you're 6'10". Everything you do out there gets seen. A well-designed play. It was, I remember, a fake reverse off the pitch. All right, here he is right here. Let's see if we can see what happened. He goes, and then he lifts his leg up as he slides by. Once he lifted his leg up, that was the call.
Yep. And again, pretty obvious. And it becomes, instead of 1st and goal at the 1, 1st and 23 at the 30.
Yeah.
Take the draw, goes deep right side, man open, overthrows him. Intended for Keon Hatcher. Well, not to demean the opposition, but I guess to demean the opposition. They've defeated South Carolina, Lamar, Rice, and SMU, the Aggies.
I think it was, as Vern said, not the amount of competition. They almost could do anything they want. I think it was Ivan Robinson that forced the throw just a bit early by Allen. He could feel the pressure and really didn't get time to take dead aim.
3rd and 19. And remember, a 57-yard run to the 1, wiped out by the tripping call. Hand off Collins. And Arkansas will punt.
Well, for A&M, they got their break.
Right?
You know, it was tripping. I doubt if that guy could have made the play to stop it. However, it was tripping. A&M, you got your break. Now you're down 14. You're supposed to have a prolific offense. Now's the chance to show why you're the 6th-ranked team in the country.
Sam Irwin-Hill is on to punt. Nick Harvey, the true freshman, is back to return. Harvey will let it bounce.
He got away with, I was going to say, he got away with that earlier, and that time he wasn't, and he had to jump on it.
49-yard punt. But the Aggies do get a stop, and they have the football, trailing by 14. For Lundquist, Gary Danielson, Allie LaForce down on the sidelines. Impressions.
Well, the same trend has happened for A&M in the 2nd half. They're hitting the short passes. They're missing the long ones. Even the long one they hit, the guy falls down after he catches it. But it's a football game. And Kevin, someone's telling his offense right now, come on, guys. It's not going to be easy. Let's put one on the board. Let's put the pressure back on Arkansas and see who can finish the game.
And so we will,
Yeah, and A&M feels they're more used to finishing the games off than Arkansas. As you pointed out, they haven't won a game in the SEC in 13 tries.
Trey Williams, number 3, good defense. And the big play offensively in this half was the trip.
Yeah, it could be the play of the game, really, because they look and think about the score if they'd have put another touchdown on. Washington actually never even falls down on the play. Oh, he trips him the 2nd time. He would have got away with the first one, but not the second one. Great look from the truck, guys.
Here's Ken Hill, deep down the middle, and he's got him wide open. Edward Pope, the defender, fell down. The Aggies have scored on an 87-yard touchdown pass.
How fast things can change. If not for a raised leg, it's a 3-touchdown game. Now it's a 7-point game.
But you know, the official got it right.
Absolutely did. We kept wondering what the call was until we watched it one more time.
Extra point is up and good. It's a 7-point game with 1 second less than 12 minutes to go.
Well, Jared Collins, it's okay to get beat. You can get beat, but you got to stay up and make the tackle. They're playing combo coverage to the outside, inside slot by the safety. You're all alone. Keep your feet. Don't fall down. He stumbles, he falls, and this time, Pope does not.
Kenny Hill, the author of an 87-yard pass. And a little dejection on the Arkansas bench. Edward Pope with the catch, Kenny Hill with the throw, Jared Collins, the defender, who tripped and fell. And just like that, it's a 7-point game again.
I mean, these wins in this conference are like gold. A&M has one over South Carolina, but unless they get this one today, it's going to really make that seem a lot different.
Here's Taylor Bertolette, Corliss Marshall from the 5. Remember, he had a 97-yarder. Oh, he almost got a bunch more. First down 10, clock under 5. And the Razorbacks holding a 7-point edge. Frank Ragnow is now the center. Here's a nice run and a knee. Oh, wow! Williams across the 50.
I think it was Armani Watts, 23, that had the tackle, and then he spun through it. It was Watts. And Armani Watts is getting baptized. This is what the SEC used to be like 10, 15, 20, 30 years ago. Now it's turned into a little bit more of a spread game. He's been very good playing free safety against the pass, but learning to tackle these big tailbacks is going to be the next step in the process for Armani Watts.
Back-to-back first down runs for Arkansas. And the clock now at 4:11. Huge hole. Alex Collins. That's 3 runs in excess of 10 yards.
Skipper, Trottola, Mitch Smothers, Kirkland, and Cook. They're starting to make their presence felt. Great block by Bray Cook, number 74, on the second level to clear that run.
3:52 to go.
Sometimes you can be fresh and just get blocked.
On first down 10, 3:35 remaining.
They're going to bleed it all the time inside 4-5. Oh,
fumble again.
Snap.
That's twice.
Yes, and that hurts because that's tough with the chains now. They were able to run the ball. A&M's going to take a timeout right here. No, and that was a little bit. I'm going to call that one on Brandon Allen that time. Center was going straight ahead. I thought he pulled out a little bit too fast that time. Mitch Smothers, I think, got it up there fine. So, 1 timeout left in the game with A&M. But that drop snap changes it completely here for Arkansas. And that's why Kevin Sumlin took that timeout.
Second down 12. Jonathan Williams is the running back. Aggies have 1 timeout left. Williams
Yeah, see, now it's going to be 3rd and 6 or 7, where had they, you know, that should have been on first down. It should be 2nd and 6 or 7 right now.
That's Patrick Arins. Left side. No, 4th down. 2:35 to go.
Boy, they just lined up. They lined up in a goal line offense here. They were not going to turn this ball over. They ran basically a play that most teams would run from the 2-yard line.
Aggies have used their final timeout. 28-21, 2:34 to go.
Well, this all looks great if they kick the field goal and make the field goal. You know what they might try to do is go out there and try to draw them offside. No, they're going to go field goal. They make this field goal, they feel they can win the football game.
And John Henson kicks it. It's going to be wide left. Aggies have a chance.
Missed it by a mile.
And a half.
Yes.
Nope.
He almost missed the screen. I think he did.
So 2:29 to go. A&M out of timeouts, trailing by 7.
And you can throw, remember, it's 4-down territory. This stresses the defense so much. They can throw short all the way down the field.
Caught by Ricky Seals-Jones, number 9. That's good for a first down. Clock will stop while they move the chain. Gain of 14.
Don't even have to be in a hurry here.
3 wide left, 2 wide right. 4-man Arkansas rush. Wide open. Oh my gosh. Josh Reynolds. Touchdown Aggies. It is, Gary, as you said, so tough to finish.
Well, to finish these games, just keep playing. I've said that for 20 years doing this. Just keep playing. It's a long game.
Josh Lambo for the tie. Connor McLean with the hold.
And
it's
Vern,
28-all.
every mistake in the 4th quarter is magnified. A fumbled snap changes the down and distance. And then Rohan Gaines, number 26, takes a bad angle. Reynolds steps in, takes it, and doesn't fall down. We got a tie game.
Who'd have thunk it? Tied at 28. The Aggies will now kick off. Second 2-play drive in the game. That one took 21 seconds. Kenny Hill, 59 yards. And looking directly into the sunlight, Corliss Marshall. Keon Hatcher is also back. Here's to the left. At the 3, it's Marshall. He's down. Well, you think of Arkansas as a pounded out. 6-minute drives or longer, 6. But look how many they've had in a minute or less.
Well, they don't want one in a minute or less now.
Oh, that's right.
Remember, they had a situation similar to this at the end of the first half, and they did not handle it well. They went shotgun, and it didn't work. Let's see if they have a different strategy at this point in time. No, they're going to go shotgun.
Frank Ragnow is still the center, low snap. Handoff. Jonathan Williams Out to the 26, second down and 4, under 2 to go. Arkansas can stop the clock once.
And that's the good news. The bad news is their kicker's long field goal on the year is 25 yards.
Second and 4. Low snap again. Allen being chased, lets it go. It's incomplete. Third down. Sean Washington giving chase to Brandon Allen.
Frank Ragnow in there again, number 72. Back-to-back bad snaps on the shotgun. A&M could get this ball back. They were one first down, Arkansas was, of running out the clock and winning the game, and A&M might end up with 2 possessions.
Third down 4.
I'm surprised they didn't run both the last 2 plays. They're going to run it here, aren't they?
Yeah, no, play action. Oh my gosh, it was read perfectly by Howard Matthews. He went for the hit instead of the pick.
You could see it coming. I said, uh-oh, because Matthews had this one nailed the whole way. He was playing pass, and he was playing Hunter Henry.
And so, fourth down. Howard Matthews. Now Sam Irwin-Hill is on to punt.
Oh, good one. Best of the day.
Fair catch. Noyle inside the 25. They will mark the spot of the ball at the 25. Going deep. That's too far. Boone Lederhofer, a free walk-on. Starting to say free agent. Niederhofer, number 82.
The ball was not on the field. Would have been a tough. I mean, the guy was basically covered. It would have taken a perfect pass.
Third down 10, 50 seconds remaining.
And Kennedy's back in the game in the slot.
Hill lobs it, caught. It's going to be fourth down. Edward Pope, no timeouts.
Question here, if you're A&M, could you take it right down to the last second and throw a Hail Mary? What could happen with 1 second left in the game?
I don't know.
There's not.
I don't know.
What could go wrong?
What if you argue and put 1 second back on the clock? And we're referencing the Iron Bowl, of course.
Yeah.
There's Jake Spavital. If he looks young, it's because he is.
They're going to overtime.
Yep.
And a big advantage, you would think, to A&M because of the better kicker.
We played 60 in Arlington. It is the end of regulation in this SEC West battle. We are back in Arlington, Texas. 28-28. Aggies came from 14 down in the fourth quarter, and each kicker has missed field goals today.
So we started our open with the contrasting styles. So what do you do in overtime? I think you do what you do.
Okay.
Kenny Hill's hotter now, throwing the ball. They found some creases. Let's see what they threw. Oh, legal procedure. No, they got away with it.
I thought Kennedy moved. I did too.
Yep.
First down 10 at the 25.
Got him.
Deep down the middle. Got him. Malcolm Kennedy, touchdown.
Well, we know why he was flinching. He was anticipating a touchdown. This is the one that Kenny Hill missed early in the game. They come back to it, the fake wide screen, throw it right down the middle, and this time Kenny Hill threw a strike.
Josh Lambo for the extra point. And the Aggies take a 7-point lead. And now Arkansas will get the ball. They must score a touchdown and an extra point to extend the game.
Well, the senior veteran really sold this from the slot. Remember, he was twitching. He was moving because he knew he had the look. Right down the middle. Watch, they faked the wide screen. They got the call from the bench. They're going to fake coming to the wide with Trey Carson. Malcolm Kennedy knows he's got it. He's got it on a linebacker. Fake it, go. Got him.
That was Ellis, the linebacker, who bit and bit hard. Kennedy. Here's Arkansas trying to end a 13-game SEC losing streak. They must get the touchdown and the extra point. Jonathan Williams gets the handoff. Stopped after a gain of 2.5. Ivan Robinson, number 89.
This will be interesting play calling, because remember at the end of the game, Jim Chaney played for the field goal. Obviously, it's 4-down territory now. You would think that Arkansas believes with 4 attempts to run it, they can gain 10 yards. Let's see if they run any passes at all, or do they keep banging away?
Second down, toss. Williams.
Oh, Miles.
Third down.
The freshman, Miles Garrett, makes the play. He shifts there late.
Yeah.
He shifts there so late it confuses Arkansas.
Miles Garrett, number 15, played his high school ball locally. Arlington Martin High School. 3rd and 8.
Well, it's a passing situation now. Let's see what type of formation they have.
Hunter Henry goes to the left side. The one wideout is Keon Hatcher. Now he moves in. Into the flat, caught. Short of the first down. A.J. Derby made the catch. It'll be 4th. 1 or 2, depending on the spot.
Well, let's remember, Mark Snyder said the biggest difference in our team from a year ago, the defensive coordinator for A&M, he says we're fresh in the 4th quarter or overtime. Let's see if that defensive line can get a stop. They need a yard and a half, or 2 yards.
Well, legally 2.
Yep.
Literally a yard and a half. Alex Collins is the running back. He's got blockers to the left. They give it to him. He stopped. Aggies win. Julian Obioha, number 95, defensive end. First Aggie there. Let's go down to Allie LaForce with Kevin Sumlin.
Coach, at halftime, you told me the offense was a little off. Well, it certainly wasn't on the last 2 offensive drives. What clicked?
Well, you know, we dropped some balls in the first half. We're a little sluggish. Penalties, got behind the chains. I can't say enough about these guys. This is a real test for us, and to come from behind and keep playing the way they played with a bunch of young guys. You know, what a heck of a ball game, huh?
It was really the first true test of the season. How proud are you of the way that they handled this adversity?
Well, that's life in the SEC, I guess. You know, this SEC West, you know, we talk about it all the time. Arkansas is a much vastly improved team. I said that coming in this week. I was surprised they weren't ranked in the top 25. So, heck of a football game. Both teams played their guts out, and what a show, huh?
Thanks, Coach, and congratulations.
All right, thank you.
Yeah, what a show is so true.
A&M has learned how to finish games the last 2 years with Johnny Manziel. Arkansas still has not learned how to finish.
(35-28). The Aggies win it in overtime. For Gary Danielson and Allie LaForce, I'm Vern Lundquist saying so long from Arlington. The Aggies are undefeated for the first time at 5-0 since 2001. The Dodge postgame show up next.